Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's my lecture is about photoreceptors. Photoreceptors are specialized types of neuron found in the retina that are capable of phototransduction. The great biological importance of photoreceptors is that they convert light into signals that can stimulate biological processes. To be more specific, photoreceptor proteins in the cell absorb photons and trigger a change in the cell membrane potential. Two classic photoreceptors are rods and cones. The functional segments of rods and cones are outer segment, inner segment, nucleus, and synaptic body. This is the figure taken from Guyton. At first outer segment, these are modified cilia composed of regular stack of flattened sacculi or membranous discs. Each disc is actually an infolded self or cell membrane. There are as many as 1000 discs in each rod or cone. The sacculi and discs contain the photosensitive chemicals which react to light and initiate action potential in the visual pathway. The outer and inner segment are connected by a ciliary stack through which photosensitive chemicals travel from inner segment to outer segment in the rod and cones. This figure also taken from Guyton. This is the rod and cone. The light sensitive photochemical found in the outer segment of rod and cone. In case of rod, the photochemical is called rhodopsin, and in case of cone, this is three color photochemicals, simply called color pigment, that functions exactly same the as rhodopsin, except for difference in spectral sensitivity. Both rhodopsin and color pigment are conjugated protein. This figure taken from Gannon. There we want to show you the rod and cone. Secondly, inner segment. Inner segment of rod and cone contain usual cytoplasm with cytoplasmic organelles. This is the region that synthesize the photosensitive chemical. Especially important mitochondria, which play important role of providing energy for functions of photoreceptors. The synaptic body is the portion of the rod and cone that connect the subsequent neural cell, horizontal and bipolar cell, which represent the next stage of vision chain. The rods are named for its thin and rod-like appearance of their outer segment and contain a stack of disc membrane that are flattened membrane-bound intracellular organelles that have detached from outer membrane and are free-floating. And cone is generally thick inner segment and conical outer segment, although their morphology varies from space to space in the retina. In general, rod are narrower and longer than cone, but it is not always in the case. In peripheral portion of retina, rods are 2 to 5 micrometers in diameter, whereas cone are 5 to 8 micrometer in diameter. In central part, in case of fovea, there is no rod. Cones are slender, have a diameter of only 1.5 micrometer. In the extrafoveal portion of retina, rods are predominant. There is good deal of convergence. At the periphery of retina, only rods are present, cones are absent. Flat bipolar cell make synaptic connection with several cones, but rod bipolar cell make synaptic connection with several rods. Because of their approximately 6 million cones and 120 million rods in each human eye, but only 1.5 million nerve fiber in each optic nerve, the overall convergence of receptor through bipolar cell on ganglionic cell is about 105:1. However, there is divergence from this point on. For example, In visual cortex, number of neuron concerned with vision is 1000 times the number of fiber of optic nerve. One of the most important characteristics of visual system is its ability to function over a wide range of light intensity. Another factors in reacting to fluctuation in intensity is the presence of two types of photoreceptors. The rod are extremely sensitive to light, and the receptors for night vision, which is called scotopic vision. Scotopic visual apparatus is incapable of resolving the details and boundaries of object or determining their color, which is called color vision. But the cone have much higher threshold, and the cone system has much greater acuity, and this system is capable for vision in bright light, which is called photopic vision, and for color vision. There are two kinds of input in central nervous system from eye. One from rod and secondly from cone. The existence of these two kind of input, each working maximally under different condition of illumination, which is called duplicity theory. At last, the functions of the rod. What? The rods are the receptor for night vision, which is called scotopic vision or dim light vision, and extremely sensitive to light, which is it have low threshold. Visions by rod is black, white, or combination of black and white, which is called gray. Therefore, the colored object appear faded or grayish in twilight. The functions of cone. Cones have high threshold for light stimulus, so the cones are sensitive only in bright light. So the cone cells are called bright light vision, daylight vision, photopic vision, and cone system has much greater acuity and is the system responsible for acuity of vision and color vision. It's a difference from rod and cones. Renewal of photoreceptors. Rod outer segments are being constantly renewed by the formation of new discs at the inner edge of segment and phagocytosis of old discs from outer tip by the cells of pigmented epithelium. Cone renewal is more diffuse process and appear to occur at multiple sites of outer segment. Photoreceptor mechanism. The potential change that initiate action potential in retina are generated by actions of light on photosensitive chemical. When light is absorbed by this substance, their structure change and trigger a sequence of events that initiate neural activities. The eye is unique in that the receptor potential of photoreceptors and electrical response is most of other neural elements in retina are local graded potential, and it is the only in ganglion cell that all or none action potential transmitted over appreciable distances are generated. The cone receptor potential has a sharp onset and offset, whereas rod receptor potential has sharp onset but slow offset. Therefore, rod responses are proportional to stimulus intensity at the level of illumination that are below the threshold for cones. On the other hand, cone responses are proportional to stimulus intensity at high level of illumination, when rod responses are maximum and cannot change. That's why cone generate good responses to changes in light intensity above background but do not represent absolute illumination well, whereas rod detect absolute illumination. Iron basis. What is the iron basis of photoreceptor potential? Sodium channel in outer segment of rod and cones are open in dark, so current flow from inner segment to outer segment. Current also flow to synaptic ending of photoreceptor. The sodium potassium ATPase in the inner segment maintain ionic equilibrium, and release of synaptic transmitter, that is glutamate, is steady in dark. When light strike the outer segment, reaction that initiate close some of sodium channel, the result is a hyperpolarization receptor potential. The hyperpolarization reduces the release of glutamate, and this generates a signal in the bipolar cells that ultimately leads to action potential in ganglionic cell. The action potential are transmitted to the brain. This is the figure taken from Gannon, where we show the sodium channel in dark and light condition. Thank you for your patience here.